The high-stakes talks between the United States and Iran in Switzerland under the recently signed Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) got off to a rocky start. A diplomatic snub stole the spotlight at Bergenstock Resort Lake Lucerne. A tense moment unfolded as the Iranian delegation refused to participate in a planned handshake and a photo op with the U.S. delegation. Video from the venue captured the moment. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf entered a media-packed room where cameras, reporters, and officials were waiting for the ceremonial photo session, but they left after exchanging greetings with mediators from Pakistan and Qatar. Now, Iranian Consulate General in Hyderabad account on X took a swipe at the U.S. It said, "Sorry, we have not traveled all this way to take photos with American war criminals," in a caption to the video. But instead of taking their places before the backdrop, the Iranian officials walked straight past the cameras and out of the room. According to Iran's Tasnim news agency, organizers and members of the U.S. delegation had arranged a handshake and joint photo session before the talks. However, Iranian chief negotiator Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reportedly rejected the proposal outright. Iranian officials allegedly informed organizers that they would not participate in what they described as an American media show. Reports say the Iranian delegation repeatedly rejected requests from both U.S. officials and event organizers, making it clear they would not appear alongside American representatives in any public media event. Yet, despite the diplomatic frost, there was one brief moment when the two rival delegations found themselves under the same roof. Footage from the venue showed Araghchi entering a room where U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and members of his delegation, including Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, were already present. The Iranian foreign minister warmly greeted Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif with a handshake and an embrace before exchanging a few words with him. According to Iran's Tasnim news agency, the Iranian delegation later walked out of the negotiations in protest over Trump's remarks threatening the Islamic Republic. Iranian state-linked media reported that negotiators formally lodged objections with the American side. A source cited by Press TV said, "The Iranian delegation has raised its objections to the American side and is currently assessing the conditions to give a proper response to Trump's verbal threats." According to Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson, discussions focused on ending the conflict, including in Lebanon, securing sanctions relief, and facilitating the release of frozen Iranian assets.
Same room, no handshake, no smiles. In a striking display of diplomatic tension, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi stood in the same room along the sidelines of U.S.-Iran peace negotiations. But the optics spoke louder than words in Switzerland. Araghchi arrived in the same room where Vance and his delegation was present. He hugged Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and the two leaders had a brief chat. Vance, on the other hand, stood a little far away from the two leaders. Meanwhile, reports claimed that the Iranian negotiating team refused to enter the negotiation hall before media members had left. The Iranian negotiating team also refused to take a joint photograph with the U.S. delegation. Tehran's negotiating team entered the meeting hall after journalists had been cleared from the room, the report added. Vance met top Iranian officials, with the White House looking to build out the interim deal to end the war in Iran, reached by the two sides last week. The cameras were rolling, but one brief moment stole the spotlight before diplomacy even began. A now viral video from Switzerland captured Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi warmly embracing Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif moments before crucial negotiations got underway, while U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance appeared to steal a quick glance at the interaction. The symbolic exchange has sparked widespread discussion online, coming as representatives from Iran, the United States, and regional mediators gather for what could become one of the most consequential diplomatic meetings since the signing of the recent Memorandum of Understanding between U.S. and Iran. Behind the viral visuals, high-stakes negotiations are unfolding. According to Iran's state broadcaster IRIB, delegations from Iran, the United States, and Qatar have begun a trilateral meeting in Switzerland focused on two of the region's most sensitive issues, securing a comprehensive ceasefire in Lebanon and addressing billions of dollars in Iranian assets that remain frozen abroad. Iranian state television reported that the talks are aimed at advancing the implementation of the recently signed memorandum while resolving outstanding disputes that continue to threaten the fragile diplomatic breakthrough. The discussions come amid lingering uncertainty over the future of the Lebanon ceasefire. Although the memorandum signed earlier this week seeks to halt hostilities across multiple fronts, Israel was not involved in negotiating the agreement and has resisted efforts to make a ceasefire with Hezbollah a formal component of the broader U.S.-Iran understanding. That disagreement has left one of the deal's most critical provisions hanging in the balance as diplomats attempt to preserve momentum. Adding further pressure to the negotiations, Iran-linked media indicated that Tehran is unwilling to ease its maritime pressure in the Gulf without tangible progress. According to Iran's Tasnim news agency, citing a source familiar with the negotiations, the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed until the Lebanon ceasefire is fully respected and the United States grants waivers allowing Iranian oil exports to resume. The source suggested that both conditions are viewed by Tehran as essential before normal shipping can return through one of the world's most strategically important waterways. As negotiators continue closed-door discussions in Switzerland, the viral embrace between Araghchi and Sharif has become an unexpected symbol of the diplomatic drama unfolding behind the scenes, while the outcome of the talks could shape the next phase of security, energy, and geopolitical tensions across the Middle East.